Hello everyone, welcome back to PackToSleeve. My name is Justin, and here we've got another booster box of Ikoria. Alright, so as we've done with the past couple videos, we're going to focus on the rares, the mythics, the showcase, and the foils. And of course the box topper, and try and get through the box relatively quickly. Some interesting things to notice from these boxes so far. It seems like there have been multiple duplicates in the other boxes that I have opened. Duplicate rares, I mean. So we'll see how we do, and then of course we'll look at the box topper last. Alright, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. Couple solid commons there, and for the rare, we got... Hey, right off the bat, a Mythic, a Vadrock, Apex of Thunder. It's a Jeskai one. So we've got a, for 1 blue, 1 red, 1 white, for a 3/3 legendary creature elemental dinosaur cat with flying and first strike. Whenever this creature mutates, you may cast a target non-creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. And you can mutate it for 1 hybrid white blue and 2 red. Alright. Starting out off the bat with a Mythic. See if we can get a bunch of Mythics this box. Working toward completing play sets of rares and Mythics. Alright, our first showcase card is the Cavern Whisperer. One of the common ones. Lead the Stampede. General Enforcer. And for the rare, it is Ikoria, the Orphan Guard. For 1 and 2 hybrid green-white for a legendary cat beast 3/2. This is a companion. Each creature card in your starting deck is a cat elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast card. Ikoria has vigilance, and each other creature you control that is a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast gets +1/+1 and has vigilance. And I think that completes my playset of Ikorias already. Actually put that there with the rares. Oops, try not to spoil anything here. And already our second Mythic with Winota, Joiner of Forces. For 2 1 red and 1 white for a 4/4 legendary creature human warrior. It's got a wall of text here. Whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a human creature card from among them onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. It gains indestructible until the end of turn. Put the rest of the cards on the bottom of the library in random order. And for the foil, it is Facet Reader. Alright, so solid start so far with 2 Mythics. That was, I think, my first Winota, which is pretty awesome. Essence Scatter there. Alright. Heartless Act, always a good uncommon. And for the rare... After this was there's the Showcase Lord Drakus, and the rare is a Zerda, the Dawn Waker. For 1 and 2 hybrid red-white for a legendary creature elemental fox 3/3. This is a companion when each permanent card in your starting deck has an activated ability. Activated abilities that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate, and this effect can't reduce the mana in that cost to less than 1 mana. And you can pay 1 and tap it, and target creature can't block this turn. One of the cards that just got banned in Legacy. Because there was an infinite mana combo, I believe, with that and Grim Monolith. Alright. And a rare is Kogla, the Titan Ape. For 3 and 3 green, it is a legendary creature ape, 7/6. When enters the battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Whenever it attacks, it destroys target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. Or you can pay 1 and 1 green and return target human to its owner's hand, and it gains indestructible until the end of turn. And the foil is alright. It is the Teamer Triome, Ikoria Triome. That looks great in foil. Alright, that's a great hit. So far, this box is off to a really good start. Let's see if we can keep it up. Dustfang Mentor. And for the rare, we got Whirlwind of Thought. For one blue, one red, one white is an enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card. Pretty good card draw engine there. Alright. And for the rare, we have, alright, a Savai Triome. The showcase one, the Mardu one. Very good. And the foil is Spell Eater Wolverine. Alright, this box is pretty bonkers so far. Keep these hits coming. It's already 2 Triomes and both of them are really good. And another Heartless Act already. And for the rare, it is a 3rd Mythic. It is our Fiend Artisan. For 2 hybrid green-black for a Nightmare creature 1/1. It gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. And you can spend X, 1 hybrid green-black, and tap it, sacrifice another creature to search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less. Put it onto the battlefield and shuffle your library. Activate this ability only whenever you can activate a sorcery. Alright, that I think is our 3rd Fiend Artisan. Whoops. So fantastic. And this box is pretty awesome so far. Let's see what we can keep going. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. And for the rare, it is Jegantha, the Wellspring, the Gruul Companion. For 4 and 1 hybrid green red. For an Elemental Elk legendary creature 5/5. No companion, no card in your starting deck has more than 1 of the same symbol mana, its mana cost. And you can tap it to add 1 Wooburg. This mana can't be spent to pay generic mana costs. Alright. I think that is our first Jegantha. Alright. See if we can get a couple good foil rares here. Maybe get some of the foil companions. And for the rare for this one, Extinction Event. One of the sweepers for the set. It is for 3 and 1 black, sorcery, choose odd or even, exile each creature card with converted mana cost of the chosen value. Alright. We are on fire so far. Another foil in this one. Alright, we got the Porky Parrots showcase card. Common, and the Mythos of Nethroi. For 2 and 1 black, as an instant, destroy target non-land permanent if it is a creature. Or if green and white were spent to cast this spell, you can destroy anything, any non-land permanent. And Dead Weight is the foil, which is a good foil. He's playing, I believe, both Standard and Pioneer right now. So always happy to have foil playables. Like to make our decks as shiny as possible. Unpredictable Cyclone is our rare. So for 3 and 2 red, it is an enchantment. If a cycling ability of another non-land card would cause you to draw a card, instead exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a card that shares a card type with a cycled card. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then put the exiled cards that weren't cast this way on the bottom of your library in a random order. And it has cycling for 2. And for the foil, it is an Edantha Crystal. Alright. That's one of those jank enchantment build-arounds, I think. When it goes off, it looks really sweet, and when it doesn't, the deck does absolutely nothing. Alright. And for our rare, we got Zagoth Triome, which is the Sultai Triome. Alright. Alright, we are up to, what is that, 3 Triomes so far? Fantastic. We are in the middle stack right now. Well, looks like we've got another showcase foil here at the end, and for the rare, it is Obosh, the Prey Piercer. Probably my favorite companion because it goes in Gruul. Alright, for 3 and 2 hybrid black-red, it is a legendary creature, Hellion Horror, 3/5. Companion, your starting deck contains only cards with odd converted mana costs and land cards. If a source you controlled with an odd converted mana cost would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage instead. Let's move these over and start the next row of rares here. And, alright, it is the foil showcase Dirge Bat. For 2 and 2 black, it is a 3/3 creature bat with flash and flying. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls, and it mutates for 4 and 2 black. That looks gorgeous. Full art alt art foil. Man, this box, the hits just keep coming. Alright, fight as one. Boon of the Wishgiver, and for the rare, it is Yadaro the Wandering Monster. For 5 and 2 red, for a legendary creature dinosaur turtle 8/8 with trample and haste, it has cycling for 1 and a red. When you cycle Yadaro Wandering Monster, shuffle it into your library from your graveyard. If you cycled a card named Yadaro Wandering Monster 4 more times this game, put it onto the battlefield from your graveyard instead. Alright. And the feather token. Gotta see if I can find the foil of that from someone who opened the collector's packs. And for the rare, we got a Luris of the Dream Den. One of the best companions so far. It is for 1 and 2 hybrid white-black. Legendary creature Cat Nightmare 3/2. Companion, each permanent card in your starting deck has converted mana cost 2 or less. It has lifelink, and during each of your turns you may cast 1 permanent spell with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard. This is doing some busted things in pretty much all formats, which is why it was just banned in Vintage and Legacy. But hopefully we get to play with it some in Standard, Modern, and Pioneer. Probably mainly Modern for me, but we'll see. And for the rare, we got, alright, the other busted companion, Yorion Sky Nomad. For 3, 2, and 2 hybrid white-blue. For a legendary creature, Bird Serpent 4/5. Companion, your starting deck contains at least 20 cards more than the minimum deck size. It has flying, and when it enters the battlefield, exile any number of other non-land permanents you own and control. Return those cards to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. And, and a foiled Day Squad Marshal. Alright. Let's see if we can find maybe some of the Planeswalkers, alt art preferably. Alright, speaking of alt art, we got Trumpeting Gnar. And Umori, the Collectors, are rare. For 2 and 2 hybrid black-green is a legendary creature Ooze 4/5. Companion, each non-land card in your starting deck shares a card type. As Umari the Collector enters the battlefield, choose a card type. Spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. And for our foil, it is Unbreakable Bond. Alright. And we got Narset of the Ancient Way emblem. Very good. Put that over here with the showcase cards. I think that's the first one I've opened. I honestly forgot that Narset had a emblem. Alright. And another Trumpeting Gnar. Bastion of Remembrance. And for our rare, we got our second Luris of the Dream Den. Fantastic. If you want duplicates, this is a good one. Alright. And this box is pretty bonkers so far. We still have an entire other stack to go, and as we're finishing out the middle row so far. Alright, the Vulpikeet showcase card. And a Necropanther showcase card. And for our rare, we've got the Jeskai Ultimatum, Inspired Ultimatum. So, for 2 blue, 3 red, and 2 white, it is a sorcery. Target player gains 5 life. Inspired Ultimatum deals 5 damage to any target. Then you draw 5 cards. Alright. And the Almighty Bushwag foil. Alright. And of course we got the best art of the human soldier there. Gotta see if I can find maybe some of those from some people that have opened the collector's packs. right, and for our rare, we got Titan's Nest, the Sultai enchantment. So for one black, one green, and one blue is enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. Exile a card from your graveyard, add one colorless. Spend this mana only to cast colored spells without X in the mana cost. And a foil Swallow Whole. Alright. Sanctuary Lockdown. And for the rare, whoops, showcase first, Chittering Harvester. And for the rare, we've got the Song of Creation, the Teamer enchantment, which people are really trying to break right now. So for one green, one blue, and one red is enchantment. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Whenever you cast a spell, draw 2 cards. At the beginning of your end step, discard your hand. Alright. 2 packs left in the center column. Alright, we've got the Dreamtail Heron, Zenith Flare, and for the rare, we've got the Eerie Ultimatum, the Abzan one. Alright, so for 2 white, 3 black, and 2 green, it is a sorcery. Return any number of permanent cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. And the Beast token. Alright, last pack in the middle column here before we move to the last third of the box. Another Zenith Flare, fantastic. And for our rare, we've got the Ralgrim Triome. Alright, the Jeskai one. Fantastic. That is our 4th Triome in this box. Alright. Last stack. Fire Prophecy is a good hit. Skull Prophet uncommon. And for our rare, we got... first showcase Parcel Beast, and the rare is the Crystalline Giant, another wall of text. So for 3 mana, it is a artifact creature giant 3/3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose a kind of counter at random that Crystalline Giant doesn't have on it. From among Flying, First Strike, Death Touch, Hexproof, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Trample, Vigilance, and +1/+1. Put a counter of that kind on Crystalline Giant. Alright. See if we can get another Mythic or 2, maybe an Ozolith, or the last of the Triomes. And for our rare, we got another Song of Creation. Alright, so it looks like we are continuing that trend of duplicates. So far, it looks like we have two duplicates. Valiant Rescuer, good in that cycling deck. And for the rare, it is the Lava Brink Venturer. For 2 and 1 white, it is a human soldier 3/3. As it enters the battlefield, choose odd or even. Lava Brink Venturer has protection from each converted mana cost of the chosen value. Alright. Another Migratory Greathorn. The Porky Parrot. And for the rare, another Unpredictable Cyclone. That is our 3rd duplicate. Interesting. I would have thought because the set is not a small set that you would be a lot less common, but it is what it is. And for our rare, it is the Savai Triome. Alright, another duplicate, but it's the Triome, so we'll take it. That is the Mardu one. Oh, I think that back there might be a Mythic, but we'll try not to spoil it. Our 3rd Migratory Greathorn Showcase. Oh, I think I just did spoil it. Another duplicate, it is the Jengtha Wellspring, or Jegantha Bells, and we got a foil Mythic. Alright, Riel the Everwise. Alright, And that is one blue and one red for a legendary creature human wizard 03. It gets +1/+0 for each instant or sorcery in your graveyard, and whenever you discard one or more cards for the first time each turn, draw that many cards. Gorgeous. This box is absolutely bonkers. Hopefully we'll have more boxes like this, because this is amazing. And it is the Sultai Ultimatum, Emergent Ultimatum. So for 2 black, 3 green, and 2 blue sorcery, search your library for up to 3 monocolored cards with different names and exile them. An opponent chooses one of those cards, shuffle that card into your library. You may cast the other cards without paying their mana cost, and then exile Emergent Ultimatum. And a dinosaur token. Alright, 5 more packs. Let's see if we can end on a high note, although this whole box has been kind of a high note. Sprite Dragon's a good hit. Oops. Sorry about that. And for the rare, it is Skycat Sovereign. For 1 white and 1 blue, it is an elemental cat 1/1 with flying. It gets +1/+1 for each other creature you control with flying. And for 2, a white and a blue, create a 1/1 white catbird creature token with flying. I don't know if it'll help or not, but I think there's a decent white blue flyers list. Probably at least a budget list if you're interested in playing standard on a budget. Although there is the cycling deck right now, which is also pretty much a budget list. So a couple good ways of entering standard if you are interested in that. And a Voracious Great Shark. It is a 3 and 2 blue creature shark 5/4 with flash, and when it enters the battlefield, counter target artifact or creature spell. And a foiled jungle hollow. Alright. 3 to go, and of course the box topper. Oop, that pack did not open very well, did it? Alright, Dranith Stinger. Neutralize, and for our rare, we got the Gem Raiser. I was just going to say, I haven't pulled one of those yet. I know they're seeing play in Gruul lists, so I was hoping to get several of them. So for 3 and 1 green, it is a beast 4/4 with reach and trample. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. And you can mutate it for 1 and 2 green. All right. Whisper Squad there I saw. Neutralize. And for a rare, we got the Labyrinth Raptor. For 1 black and 1 red, it is a Nightmare Dinosaur 2/2 with Menace. Whenever a creature you control with Menace becomes blocked, defending player sacrifices a creature blocking it. When you can spend 1 black and 1 red, and creatures you control with Menace get +1/+0 until the end of turn. Interesting card there. I think it has some potential, but I'm not sure if you want to build a Menace deck or if you just want to build a deck with Angrath and give everything Menace. That could be a fascinating deck to try and figure out. Parcel Beast Alt Art. And for our final rare, it is actually a Mythic. It is Snapdax Apex Hunt. It is our Mardu one. So for 1 red, 1 white, and 1 black, it is a 3/5 legendary creature Dinosaur Cat Nightmare with double strike. Whenever this creature mutates, it deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. You gain 4 life. And you can mutate it for 2, 1 hybrid black-red, and 2 white. Alright. So that box was really bonkers. Let's see if we can end it with one of the better box toppers. And we get King Caesar Ancient Guardian. It is the Huntmaster Liger box topper. Still pretty cool looking, but not one of the big hits. Well, that was a bonkers box, everyone. So hope you enjoyed watching this. We've got more boxes coming, but it looks like I am all tapped out for now. Thank you for watching.